Everyone is doing well today, and I have certainly enjoyed many of your answers and responses. I think probably the one that I lead with today is I want to go home and take my trash out. If that don't work so well, I'm just going to get the hell out of town. So. That's great. I want to share just something real quick. I don't want to stay too long, but before I do, this young man here that is doing the video and the photography work, he shared with Dr. Alvin and myself that a very, very close, dear friend of his actually was in the Waffle House and has transitioned, has lost their life. So I just want to send some love out to you and your family and all that you guys are getting ready to embark upon. You just never know, what's going to happen in life, but, when you hear things like that, I'm just very mindful to just kind of to reach out and extend love to someone. So Dr. Alvin, this guy, he is the kind of guy, Dr. Alvin is the guy, he fits this mold here, and I believe this fully. The race of life is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to those that endure to the end. This young man, I have seen him involved in several different endeavors, and I love the sense of, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I love that Casey Jones spirit that he has. So I celebrate him in whatever it is that he's doing, because we don't always know people's stories. Life is very difficult. I was listening to the young man here, Glucose, and just talking about some of the things, or giving reference to just how some of the difficult moments in his life, and my mind, as you guys were talking today, my mind went to, it was just a few years ago, I was actually on my way, I had a performance with Patti LaBelle and Chaka Khan, and I was flying out of here, from Nashville to LA, and it was a Saturday afternoon. Southwest Flight 238 was a game changer, and the weather was terrible. I mean, it was storming outside, and it was around 3-ish in the afternoon, and I'm thinking, oh my God, we're gonna miss it. And I'm like, this is not the kind of gig that you want to be late for, regardless of whatever the reasons. So it's storming. I mean, the wind was absolutely incredibly it was crazy. So I'm thinking, this is not good. I'm gonna miss this gig. This is not good at all. So as the wind was going and the rain, the storm, the thunder, the lightning, I'm thinking to myself, we're not gonna take off. Lo and behold, the pilots, they took off, and I was just completely shocked. So we're going down the runway and we get in the air, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this is not good. I mean, it felt like the wings were going literally to just fall off. And I'm sure some of you guys have probably experienced turbulence flying. So it was a lot of turbulence, and people were getting their bags out, and the flight crew was trying to keep everyone as calm as they possibly could. And as it kept going, probably about 5 minutes into all this turbulence, we cut through the clouds, and the sun was shining, and everything went completely still. That moment, it was life-changing for me. And what happened to me in that moment was, it hit me like a ton of bricks, that in life, we're going to go through things. In life, there is and there will be those storms. But just because those storms are there, it does not alleviate the fact that the sun is shining on the other side. Now, regardless to where you are in your industry, or perhaps in your life, you will always have a nugget that we all have housed inside of us. And it is the blessing that hides in plain sight called belief. In that moment, I was faced with, what do I believe about how my trip is going to be? What my trip is? What my life is? Based on the contrast that says, there is the storm, but there's the sun. What you choose, what I choose to believe in life will determine what your experience will look like. If you believe that, oh, these things are here to just destroy me, if that's what you believe, that's how your experience is going to be. That's how you're going to go through this experience. But when you look at adversity, when you take contrast, when you take the tough financial situation that didn't pan out so well, when you take the relationship that's bumpy or perhaps it didn't make it, when you take whatever that negative thing may have been and you buy into the negativity and that's it, well, that's how you will experience it. But if you can take those same issues, the same exact issues, and you apply a different belief, you will experience it according to your belief. The completion of life is not what has happened to you, but it is all about what you choose to believe about what has happened to you. I used to be one of those ones that said, oh man, I just can't believe it. Every time I turn around, my life just seems like it's out of control. I have no control. Based on that belief system, that is your control factor. If you believe that your life is out of control, look at the results. Look at how you are experiencing your confession. So I don't say it like this. People say, well, I think, therefore I am. I don't say it that way. I say it this way. I believe, therefore I am. So as we getting ready to make our exodus out of here today, go wash the breads and go empty the trash or perhaps get the hell out of town, I want you to think about this. What do you believe about yourself? That man or that woman that looks in the mirror every day. It's not based on what others believe, but it's all based on what you believe. What do you see? Do you see a person that has just made so many bad mistakes? Or do you see a person that made bad mistakes and has caused many storms in his life, but just because the storms exist and have existed, can you see the person that is existing in the sun? Person that is coasting through life. The person that has found the beauty and the value of him or herself, because that person lives. But it lives in the beauty and the awesomeness of what it is that you believe. So this is my formula of life. And I've shared this with Dr. Alvin on many occasions. What do you believe? Why do you believe it? And how does those beliefs add to or subtract from the quality of your life? Let me say it one more time. What do you believe? Why do you believe what you believe? Who convinced you to believe such? Take it to the next step. How does what you have chosen to believe as a truth, does it add to or does it subtract from the quality of your life? So I wish you all well, and I wish you the best as you continue on in your careers. And know this, but it's all contingent upon what you believe. Your best days are not behind you. Regardless of how much success you may have experienced up until this point, your better days are not behind you. Your better days lies within you. Why? Because of your belief. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about Acme? What do you believe about, well, it's just Blue Coast, or it's just this? What? What do you believe? If you choose and dare to believe something grand and grandeur, that's what your experience will look like. God bless you guys.